Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the world's most complex corporate documents. But today, it looks like we've got a company that is really excited to share its latest financial update, and we might just find out if it's good news or not so good news. Before we dive in, if you like getting these straight up, no. Fluff insights from company filings, make sure you are subscribed. Also, we have a fantastic community over on our Discord server, linked in the description below, where we break down these reports even further. Alright, so we are looking at an 8K filing from Ondas Holdings Incorporated. Now, an 8K is essentially a report for major corporate events that shareholders need to know about right away. In this case, it seems like the big news is all about their financial results and business operations. The date here is the 13th of November 2025, and this is important because it tells us when they are reporting on a specific event, which according to the filing is their financial and operating results for the third quarter that ended on the 30th of September 2025. So essentially, we are getting a peek at how they did in the summer months of 2025. We see the company is incorporated in Nevada, and here are some identifying numbers for the filing. This is standard stuff you see in these reports. This tells us their common stock trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol ONS if you're an investor or just curious about the company's stock performance. This is what you look for. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Item 2.02 is about their results of operations and financial condition. Basically, they are telling us how they performed financially and what their overall business health looks like. The company put out a press release to announce these results. A press release is often how companies spin their financial news. They attached this press release as an exhibit 99.1. They also included a slide presentation, Exhibit 99.2, with more details. Now, it's crucial to understand what they are saying about this information. They state that the information furnished in this part of the report is not considered officially filed. This means they are not taking on the same level of legal responsibility for it as they would for information that is truly filed. They are essentially saying, here's the info, it is from our press release, but don't hold us to it in the same way as other parts of this report. It is a way to share information without fully binding themselves legally to every single number and statement within that press release. So, the actual juicy financial details are inside that press release. Since we don't have the full press release text here, we have to infer what the main points might be from the typical structure of these 8K filings. Usually this section will have key financial figures like revenue, net income or loss, earnings per S-hair, and sometimes a look at cash flow. Imagine this, if a company reports a big jump in revenue, like a 20% increase, what does that really mean? It could mean they are selling a lot more product, or maybe they've raised their prices significantly. If it's a drop in revenue, say by 15%, it might mean they are losing customers or facing tougher competition. The devil is always in the details of why these numbers are changing. For example, if their net income is down even though revenue is up, that is a red flag. It could indicate that their costs to produce goods or services have gone up even faster than their sales. We would want to see if their operating expenses are under control. Are they spending more on marketing? Are they hiring a lot of new people? Or are there time costs that are dragging down profit for this particular quarter? The presentation would likely offer a more visual way to digest these numbers, with charts and graphs that highlight key trends. They might provide comparisons to previous quarters or the same quarter in the prior year. This is where you can often spot if the company is growing consistently or if they're having a good quarter after a few bad ones, or vice versa. This section is all about the exhibits that back up the report. We've already mentioned Exhibit 99.1 for the press release and 99.2 for the presentation. Exhibit 104 is the interactive data file, which is useful for machine readability and also for analysts who want to automatically pull data. And finally, we have the signature. This report is signed by Eric A. Brock, the Chief Executive Officer of Ondas Holdings Incorporated. This signifies that the information presented in this report has been reviewed and approved by the top leadership of the company. So, what's the story here? Ondas Holdings Inc. is reporting on its third quarter financials through a press release and accompanying presentation. The critical part for us as observers is to look beyond the headlines of that press release. We need to understand the underlying financial health. Are they growing? Are they profitable? Are their costs managed effectively? Given that this is an 8K, the information regarding the financial results might not be as deeply scrutinized or legally binding as in a 10Q or 10K, but it still provides a snapshot of the company's performance. Looking at this filing, the core takeaway is the announcement of their third quarter results. Without access to the actual press release and presentation, it is hard to give specific numbers. However, An investor would be looking for trends. Is revenue growing year over year? Is the company moving towards profitability, or are losses widening? What is their cash position like? Are they burning through cash, or do they have a healthy runway? A key risk for any company, especially one in a fast-moving tech sector like communications technology, which Ondas likely operates in, is staying competitive. If their financial results show a decline, it could signal that rivals are gaining market share or that their own products are becoming less relevant. Conversely, strong results could mean they are executing their strategy well and have a bright future. In conclusion, this 8K filing primarily serves as a notification that Ondas Holdings Inc. has released its third quarter financial results. The real analysis would come from digging into the provided exhibits, the press release and the presentation to understand the numbers and what they mean for the company's direction and its investors. The fact that the information is furnished and not filed simply means the company is being careful about its legal disclosures for this particular data. What's your take on these company updates? Do you think they signal strong performance or potential challenges ahead for Ondas Holdings Inc.? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And of course, subscribe for more in-depth corporate document analysis. Don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.